and welcome back. Where you at? You add news you can use. That's what I said. Hi, I am so happy that you're back with us today. So come on in. I want you to come on into the studio because we have more news that you can use, yo. So when you come into the studio, please go ahead. Let me go ahead and grab my notepad because I always say this, notepad. Grab your notepad and pen because note takers are money makers. And if you want to change some things in your life, you need to know that note takers are also change makers. That's right. I said it. Note takers are also change makers. So when you come in, please let us know where you're coming in from, whether it's California, the Philippines, Germany, UK, Australia. We have people that come in from Burundi, Nigeria, Ghana, all over the world. And we want to know where you're coming in from too. So, of course, you all know that I've got a magnificent co-host. She is the queen of the lymphatic bounce. She is none other than Miss Hillary Gooden. She's going to be here. She's backstage. She's chopping it up with the remarkable. I got the Colonel in the house tonight, y'all. And she's coming out to help us all get that more news that we can use. So while you coming in, go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party. Bet you can't say that 20 times back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, share, start a watch party and run and tell somebody to come on in. So now I'm going to get right in. I see people, you starting to come in. I'm so happy that you're starting to come in. And guess what? I'm going to acknowledge you on the screen too, because we're so humble and so thankful that you're here. So many of you always ask me, Lola, what you eating tonight? Because right now I'm doing a lot of losing weight, eating healthy. And y'all, guess what? My co-host don't know this, and the Colonel don't know this, but y'all, I lost 9 pounds. 9 pounds. Wait till I tell them, they're going to be so proud of me. Yeah, especially the Colonel. I don't know, though. She might put me down in push-up position. You know, the Colonel don't play. So look, I know you're probably asking me, Lola, we want to know what's in your cup. Well, I'm going to go grab my cup, and you go grab your cup, and then we'll chat for a minute about it. Be right back. Tonight, believe it or not, I've got coffee in my cup. That's some good stuff. I don't drink coffee too often, but I need a little Joe getting off the road this evening, so something to warm me up. What's in your cup? Go ahead and let me know. Put it down in the chat below. So listen, I'm about ready to get this funky Modena started. So if you are ready, go ahead and put a number 2, a number 2, a number 2, a number 2. Do what you want to do and put a number 2 in the comment block below, because I'm going back in the back of my studio and go ahead and ask my co-host to please come hostess with the mostest so we can get this funky cold Medina started with more news you can use. So hold on tight. We will be right back because our show is going to be dynamite. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. News that you can use no matter where you are or what you do. There's always news that you can use. Tonight, join me, Dr. Logan Lachey, and the remarkable queen of the lymphatic bounce herself, Miss Hillary Gooden, as we host our phenomenal guest, the Colonel. That's what I said, Dr. Margaret Fournier. She's here, and we are going to have a fabulous time talking to her about the attributes of strong Black women. So come on in and let us know where you're coming in from. Welcome to the show, and here we go with more news that you Hola, chica, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes. Chica!
No comprende. How the world are you, Dr. Lolo?
Hey, I'm doing good. I am not. Look, Dr. P, L C. How are you doing? How you be?
I'm doing fine. And since I've last was on the show, I graduated again. And I'm
I
Dr.
know.
What is that?
I,
I got another doctor.
yeah, Dr. Penny looking for change. I know you got your second doctoral degree. Are we
Yeah,
gonna tell them
that's
now?
that.
We're
That's
gonna
that.
wait till later till the colonel come on.
Oh, we could wait till the colonel come on, but yeah. You know
Oh,
what?
I
Thanks,
know the
folks, for
secret
coming in.
sauce.
Thanks,
I know.
folks, for tuning
I
in
gotta
with
get
us
my biscuit.
tonight.
I gotta get my biscuit so I can stop it up. Y'all, get your biscuit. If you
Yeah.
gonna get your biscuit for this secret sauce that the queen of the lymphatic bounce is gonna share with us tonight, put a number 3 in the comment below and let me know you about to go get your biscuit to sop up this secret sauce. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Put that 3 in there. Get there, get there, get there. So listen, we got a phenomenal guest tonight. I can't wait till she comes on the show. Of course, you all know my remarkable co-host, Miss Hillary Gooden. So, Miss Hillary, we got a just amazing guest tonight. So, what are you thinking? Because she's a colonel, like she's like a colonel, and she's like doctor, like man. What are your thoughts?
This is the month of the woman, and I just believe we got us a strong live wire here tonight. So I'm excited.
Yeah, man. She's been on a lot of different talk shows lately. She's got like 4 or 5 books. Matter of fact, she was here in Washington, D.C. for the inaugural. She got a special
Wow.
invite to go check that out. Man, she is just all over the place, doing a lot of great things for the world. And all right, I'm gonna tell y'all some secret sauce. Don't tell on me when she comes out to the show. I met her in person. She is the sweetest little thing that you ever want to see. I tell you, when you look at her, she looks like this big woman. But Dr. Fournier is so she's shorter than me. And so when I got to meet her for the first time, I just threw my arms around her. Oh my God, and got my hug in. And it was great. But she's small in stature, but she has a great big old personality. And so I'm super happy to have her here tonight. So Hill, we got folks coming in, and I say we're gonna bring y'all up on the screen as soon as we come in with Dr. Fournier. But if you're ready for Dr. Margaret Fournier, you need to put a 4 in the comment block below. And Hillary, I think it's time to get ready to start the show, and let's bring it in and get it in where it fit in with something high power. We'll be right back, and we're going to bring to you our guest, the remarkable Dr. Colonel Margaret Fournier. Please welcome our esteemed guest. She's the best, and she don't take no mess. Welcome, Dr. The Colonel, Dr. Margaret Fournier.
Welcome.
I beg to differ. I'm 5'3". Well, 5'3" and that half. Better put that half on there. And what I remember is that we were head to head. So don't be talking about I'm shorter than you, girl. You better come off that. But anyway, it's such a pleasure to be on this show with 2 fantastic people. And I don't know who's getting the most out of this. The mostest with the hostess. You come off of that now.
Yes, we love it.
Happy to have you here.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I know Hill was doing backflips. I wasn't supposed to say that, Hill.
Nobody knows about that.
So we're going to get right into it. Dr. Margaret Fournier, folks, she is an author. She's a speaker. She's an end-of-life coach. And Doc, I didn't really know exactly what an end-of-life coach was until you shared your story with me, how you help people when they're nearing the end of life. And I got to tell you, it's quite remarkable, especially in a time such as this, when so many people are going into the hospitals and they're dying alone. So you've been doing this type of work before we ushered in to what we're seeing today. And so I know you've got a lot of amazing things that you can share about that and how to really help people prepare for that. But you're also a global change maker, because I know most recently you've been doing a lot of things on the planet, and you're branching out. You're on all different kind of shows. I know you're getting ready to be on a couple other shows coming soon, and I'm not going to let it out. I'm not going to get a secret sauce because she didn't tell me I could. But Hillary might want to get some secret sauce.
You want me to give it right now? Well, this Thursday, everyone, just to get the secret sauce stirred up. This Thursday, I'm going to have Dr. Fournier, it's going to come on the Let's Get Acquainted show, and that's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure that you mark your calendars. And along with that, it's going to be Dr. Lotus Richey. Yes. And we're going to be, this is the month where I want to feature. I'm going to be featuring some powerful, amazing, phenomenal women doing things in this earth realm that need to be known more. And so, this Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mark your calendars and plan to be there. Yes.
Well, I love it. Y'all saw I put that cognitive dissonance in there, put her right in the hot seat. Hot seat.
She's stirring it up.
Stirring it up.
Yes,
Stirring it up. I love it. So let's
now
go
we
right
turning up the heat.
Some of our viewers, because they're already here. They're ready to put us all in the hot seat. And then we're going to get started. And I think Hill's going to go right for the first question. But let's see who our viewers are. All right, let's look up here. All right, so that's my girl right there, the motivation queen, Miss Wanda D. Hollis, Atlanta, Georgia. She said, hey, queen, just share. Gotta run. Just want to say hello, love you, and thank you for sharing. She does the Wake Up Winning News show. Wanda D., look who I got on the show. You definitely want to hit them up. Yes. Woo, woo. Who else we got here?
Hey, Nikki Hammer. She said, hey, Diva, Chi-Town in the house. Yes, I got a special note for you, too.
Dr. Margaret, who else we got?
Angie Elton.
Yeah, looks like Angie's. And tell that person that we just had from Chicago, we're talking home now. That's Chicago. Home, Nikki. All right, Chi-Town in the house.
All right. Who else we got here?
We got Tay.
Oh, Harris, my favorite from the Philippines. Hello from the Philippines.
And Wanda come in the party. No takers. ATL in the building. That's what I'm talking about. And congratulations, she says to everybody. Who else we got here?
At Rogers, love the promos. You rock. Here's the visibility coach.
Oh, Patricia Rogers. Oh, I'm not worthy.
Yes, we are live.
What a blessing.
Yes, for sure. Melissa Haas in the house. Melissa, let us know where you're coming in from. All right. Visibility strategist from Miami, Florida. Woo, woo. Mary Jo.
In Atlanta.
That's the doctor.
Mary Jo.
Doctor makes stuff up. What am I saying?
Wow.
Who Who else we got, Hill? Where's Melissa coming from, Hill?
We got Melissa coming in from Oklahoma. Hey, Melissa. I thought you all were on the West Coast, on the East Coast. Yeah.
Stir it up. She
Angie
said,
just
stir it up.
All right. So guess what? We're gonna stir it up, and I'm gonna put this first question up. We about to put Dr. Fournier in the hot seat. We gonna come tonight with some secret sauce, so you get your biscuit, so you can sop up the secret sauce. So first things first. First of all, Doc, we're super happy to have you. And tonight, I know we're going to be talking about the attributes of a strong Black woman. So, first of all, Hillary, you know, me and Doc was talking about this, and I was wondering, what is a Black woman? How does society identify a Black woman? And I went and I looked at the dictionary, because you know I'll go there in a minute. So I go to the dictionary, and the dictionary has this interesting concept of what a Black woman is. So I'm gonna just pull it on up here so that you all can see it. All I did was put in the meaning of a Black woman, and it says Black women are women who are of sub-Saharan African and Afro-diasporic descent. The term Black woman is both a multifaceted cultural identity and a social construct with different meanings in different places. So that means if you are a Filipino woman, Asian woman, sub-Saharan, you just might be a woman of color, a Black woman. Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to make that statement. Now, I'm taking myself out of the hot seat. And what you think about that, Hill? As we kick that over to Dr.
Well, we said attributes of a strong Black woman. Wow. Okay, attributes. Man, I didn't know I was going to be in the hot seat tonight. But let's see. Attributes, like the features, right? That's what I'm looking for. And look at you sitting back cool like a comfort.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, we're so multifaceted, but I would say a strong Black woman is one that influences other women around her, even when she doesn't know she's influencing them. And I know because we go through so many different things and we carry ourselves in with such grace in a lot of instances. We got those that's not walking in grace, but so in so many instances, we walk in such grace that people think it's easy. And it's not always easy being that, you know, that woman of color that's going through a lot of stuff, but yet able to walk with a lot of grace that influences so many other people. I don't know how to put it. That's one thing that I would like to say.
Awesome. I love it. So, Dr. Fournier.
And that's the end of my statement for now.
So, Hill, were you trying to put Dr. Fournier in the hot seat?
I want you in the hot seat, but
you know, I'm used to hot seats, you know, being a retired colonel and all. So bring it on. Yeah. Bring it on.
Saucy. So, Dr. Fournier.
Come on to the hot seat.
The dictionary says, see, I'm going there, y'all, because she done said, look, you ain't said nothing. Okay. It ain't no thing but a chicken wang. So we gonna say that. The dictionary says an attribute is a quality, character, or characteristic ascribed to someone or something, has leadership attributes, an object closely associated with or belonging to a specific person, thing, or office. And I'm going to stop right there so that the folks know. But Dr. Colonel, what is your insight as far as attributes of a strong Black woman, because in the time that you was coming along on your journey to aspire to a colonel, it wasn't easy. No. And you came from humble beginnings.
No,
so
sure.
Can you kind of tell us about your humble beginnings so people can find out about you, and then kind of nibble on these attributes of a strong Black woman? Because once you share that, people gonna get to know.
Well, let me tell you, I like that adjective, strong Black woman, as compared to a weak woman. As Hillary was saying, there's a whole bunch of women that are Black that are walking around, and that doesn't mean that they're strong. And they could be Black or any other color, but a strong Black woman. When I was coming up, I had 14 brothers and sisters. I'm number 7, so there's 7 girls and 7 boys. So being the 7th girl, I was responsible for the cooking. And my father was a sharecropper, so we took care of the land, the animals, and all that. For those of you who don't know what sharecropping is, sharecroppers, they are given land to take care of by the owner, who's usually a Caucasian or white or whatever. But and so you produce, and then you get a portion of that. So having so many brothers and sisters, I learned to, and coming up in Tennessee, where my father he felt subservient. He would bow his head down and scratch, because that was the expected thing for Black men at that point. And that used to make me so mad growing up in Tennessee, because we went to a white school, because they pulled us from the Black school, the Love family, to be able to infiltrate us with the white kids to see who fit in. And so we had to prove that we measured up to our white counterpart. And so we were smart. We had to be. My mom pushed us. She said, in your head is the only thing they can't take from you. You've got to use that, because we don't have money. So in order for you to get to college or to wherever you want to be, you've got to earn that. So she instilled in me early that I've got to equip up here. So I learned to push myself in grades, in how I looked, and how I acted, because I wasn't going to be in the box, around the box. I was going to be in the atmosphere. You hear me, Miss Lotus? Yes. In order for me to be significant, as Steve Harvey talked about yesterday, you had to be 2 times better just to be able to compete. So I had to get degrees that even surpassed the thermometer. I have 2 masters, but okay, let's start off. Howard University grad from a bachelor's degree, master's degree in healthcare and human resources from Webster University, master's in nursing administration from San Jose State, doctorate degree from Capella University, and certifications all over, because time I got one thing, I had to push myself to get another, because I joined the military straight out from Howard University. Howard University, of course, y'all know, Vice President Kamala Harris. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I was senior class president. And the way I got to be a senior class president is that I was at the time married to a medical student, and he as a doctor, and he told me he's a doctor, he can date whomever he wanted to date. So I said, but you're married. It didn't matter to him. So I tell you what, I said, well, I tell you what, I'm going to make sure that I am better than any of the women that you would ever be. So I pushed myself. So I became senior class president. I pushed myself to be vice president of the Undergraduate Student Association. I sang, I did it all. And then when I joined the military, first thing I did, get my master's degree. And there it started. Oh, you think you something. You came in here just to get your degree. That was the white generals were telling me. But no, I did my shifts. I had my little kids by myself because the man couldn't stand it. He went on off. And there I was to raise my two little babies. So I did that. Being a strong Black woman means that more is put on you than you think you can bear. But the Lord's got you. And He's pulling you to make you strong, because when you are weak, He's strong. And He pulls you through to make you strong. Oh, there were some crying days, because I'd catch it from the military. I catch it from my colleagues, because the more I piled on me, the stronger I became. And I was always known for my dress and how I look. I mean, stepping out of Vogue, we didn't have much coming up, but I tell you what, we could take a rag and make it into Vogue, I tell you. So, because we had to put that knowledge in. And I became embedded in the Lord, spirit-led, spirit-fed.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have the Lord in me, not only am I strong, but I'm a leader. And the difference that makes me strong compared to those out there who are weak is because you have been given authority and responsibility, but you don't take it. You don't do anything with it. News you can use, here's your news. Pick up your burden and follow me. Mm-hmm. Take your responsibility and roll with it, because you're never alone. He's on the left shoulder, He's on the right shoulder, He's in front of you, and He's in back of you. So, strong Black woman, you better believe, because I've got the Lord with me in everything I do. And good friends that help me be stronger, that help me reach higher than I've ever reached before. And that's my good friend and my mentor, Miss Lotus Richey. To her, I'm reaching higher grounds than I have never thought possible, because the Lord put people in your path, just like Satan does.
Yep.
But He says, my children know my voice. And He will tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one over here, this one's mine. You need to listen to this one. Yep. That's what makes you a strong Black woman. And the attributes is being a listener. Listen to the Lord first. Listen to Him first, and He will guide you. And those attributes, and the rest of it just falls into place, because He ain't gonna lead you straight. He didn't bring me this far to leave me.
Wow. Wow. Well,
Ooh.
I was going to have to follow that.
Well, it's a show over.
Wow. Now look,
You said it all.
Wow, you took us. If y'all like what you just heard from the Colonel, go ahead and put a number 4 in the comment block below. Put a number 4 in the comment block below, because not only did you talk about where you come from, about sharecropping, and my great grandmother and grandfather, they were sharecroppers as well. And their parents were slaves. And so I know a bit about sharecropping from the stories that my mother told me about my great grandparents, but also the stories that my great grandmother, Selena Taylor, told me, and my sister, when we were little girls. She shared so many wonderful stories with us. She talked about the banks and stuff like that. Some stuff I probably don't need to say on the air, but she shared with us that she overcame, even being poisoned, she overcame. And so, all of the women out there, you come from great stock. So, don't let no one tell you that you don't come from great stock. Don't let anyone put you down, one, because you're a woman, because we catch hell in this country and globally. Let me just say it, women catch it. And so, don't let anyone stop you. But what really resonated with me, Dr. Fournier, and I don't know about you, Hill, but you may want to chime in here too. Something that Dr. Fournier said is that she's gone where she's been because of her praise and worship, her walk with God. So how does that kind of become an attribute of a strong woman, Dr. Fournier and Dr. Hillary? How does that become an attribute of a strong Black woman?
Well, because what the Lord gives you a task. Because all of us were born with special gifts. So therefore, you don't have to be upset with the gift I have because you have your own gift. So if you know what the Lord, just ask him. He'll tell you. You ask him, what's my purpose? And that purpose is what will make you a strong Black woman, Black man, Black child, you name it. Your purpose. You ask the Lord, what is my purpose? And he will tell you. And so with that purpose, he will give you the things, all the resources that you need to get that mission done. So those are the attributes. The attributes are the resources that he provides. The people are your resources. His word.
I got a question for you, because sometimes people feel like, well, I can only wear one hat. I can't do more than one thing. And I know we need to hone in on our purpose and our passion and the gift that God has given us, because it will bend everything into flow for us. But you don't just fit in one little box. You travel outside of that box and you show so much expression in your life and in what you do. And how does someone go from the glamour, the professor who has written several books, to being a sexy Black woman, yet classy and enjoy life?
Because I can tell you this, I can hang with Drake and MC Hammer and you name it, and I can hang with the president because I can tell you, it's your surroundings, where you are. You have to be multi-level faceted, and that's what being able to have 2 children, being in the military, going to school to get my degree, writing books, all at the same time. But the Lord is always first. So when he gives you that mission, he's not in a little box. So what makes you think you're going to be in the box? Because he created us to be in his likeness. So we have to be all out there, because guess what? Satan's all out there too. So when you're out here trying to make it, he's going to pull you down over here. So then what the Lord does, he opens another door, let you become not an expert, but to know how to do this. Then once you get there, and then you have the haters that try to close those doors, so you move over to the next door. And then the Lord's going to put you another step. New levels, new devils. So you continue on with every step you take, you get that much more educated, empowered to take on anything and everything. And that's how I started writing books. And that's how I got invited to be a member of the inaugural committee for President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden, 2013. A sharecropper's daughter coming from Tennessee? How is that possible?
Wow.
I just can't even explain it. And then from there, to get a special invite, you know, wasn't but 200 of them tickets given out for Biden and Kamala. I got a special invite that asked me to come to DC. And they allowed me to do my show live. Health and Healing with Dr. Margaret.
And
that's just not possible. And then got interviewed by the BCB, the Canadian Broadcast of British Columbia. Followed me, took me to Howard University, my alma mater, and filmed me, did a documentary of me. And the things that I had done. Because I don't think, well, I used to say I didn't deserve it. But after talking to, after hearing Steve Harvey yesterday, all those boxes and those doors, I'm deserving because I am the daughter of the Most High. And he has given me all that I have. So I'm claiming all the things that I have. And I have even more because he's not done with me.
Wow. Hill, you want to you want to say something before we go to a quick break?
I want to say that you have to have the gumption to function when the Lord unctions you all through your life, especially when you're connected to the Lord, because you'll find yourself in different situations, different places that you couldn't have thought it up if you tried. You know, just like Dr. Can I call you Dr. Margaret?
Yes, you may.
Okay, that's easy. And so just, found herself in situations, when you got the gumption to function, even though you might be, shaking at the knees, because that's how the Lord will move you in your life when you're just yielded to his authority. You'll find yourself in places you go, wow, I must be somebody to know because I belong to the Most High. But that just was going through my head as you were talking. Amen. Having that gumption to function as the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I'm here now.
Say yes.
Here on
Say
this
yes.
show.
Say yes.
I'm here on this show, and I never would have thought that I would be here. And Miss Pat, I never thought that I would be able to hear her on Sunday talk, that inspiration, that figure. That's a strong Black woman there. That's a strong Black woman. She says, yes, I always present myself looking good. Not only does she look good, she carries herself with authority. And that's what I'm talking about. The authority. She doesn't have to open her mouth when she walks in the room. And I've never met her. When she walks in the room, others stop and look and admire her from head up to the feet, because her her strongness exudes out of her, that she's one that you want to know, that you must get to know. And I've never met her, ever, ever. But I tell you, I was thrown back because you don't meet many strong Black women. I've met a lot of Black women, but there's not that many that fall in that category. And I'm on this show with some of the strongest Black women that are leading this country, and you can teach our younger women how to be strong. There you go.
Can't hear you.
I was saying,
can't hear you, Lotus.
Thank you so much. One thing about a strong Black woman is that, you know, the strong Black women are not afraid to say that other women are strong Black women, because that's the power of being who you are. And so that is amazing. And that may be one of the reasons why Dr. Fournier is doing so much, even being on the Fair Consulting Group Leadership Experience Tour. I mean, you are everywhere. And we haven't even touched on the live interview that was done for you. And I was really richly blessed to go and meet her right at the hotel where a lot of things went on with the inaugural, because she was an invited guest.
Wow.
And so you're just so explosive, and you're just so full of love and compassion for others. And so we're going to take a quick break. We've had Dr. Fournier in the seat for a minute. And so we have many people making comments. We're going to come back and take some of their comments. But when we come back, Dr. Fournier, I want to go and grab that video interview of you, because it's very, very powerful. So if you have the link, go ahead and put it in here in the private chat for me, or send it to me a messenger and I'll go ahead and grab it. But also when we come back, I want you to tell us about the multi-author storybook project that you have. Okay. But I really love to come back. So if you can grab that link, I really would like to share that with people, because you made history. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to get some things started right back and get Dr. Fournier in the hot seat. And some of our viewers, we're going to put you in the hot seat, because we're going to look at some of the comments that you're making and see what's going on with news you can use. We'll be right back. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers. Public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity in Service, where people need people.
Rugger Wellness. We all know that drinking water helps you replenish your body. And through technology, a corporation called Natural Plus discovered a great technology to improve your immune system, to expand your stream of income. Be a part of our family and experience a quality of life. What's in your water? We drink Zoo.
Hi, busy women leaders. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you're ready for that, you say, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life.
Hey, and we are back with the remarkable Dr. Margaret Fournier, the Colonel. And Dr. Margaret Fournier, she shared earlier that she's been invited to the presidential inaugural more than once. She shared a bit about her new show, Health or Healing and Power. It's phenomenal. But you've also shared that you were a colonel in the armed forces at a time when it wasn't customary, not just for women, but especially for women of color to be in the position that you were in. Not only that, you also shared that you had to be a step ahead of everybody else. And I can only imagine how that must be. So I wanted to kick the ball over to Hillary as we put you in the hot seat, because we have some secret sauce on you, Dr. Margaret Fournier. And I think we're about to share this secret sauce because we know that with all that's been going on, you had a birthday recently. So we want to give folks some secret sauce about your birthday. She is the Colonel, the Dr. Margaret Fournier. She is a proud graduate of various universities, with Howard being the #1 at the list. She's a snazzy dresser, and red definitely is her color. And don't forget, she loves to praise and worship. Wherever she goes, everyone knows Dr. the Colonel Margaret Fournier. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, that was on Inauguration Day.
you.
That's why going to DC was so special to me, both times.
Yes.
January 20th.
So,
66 years young. I'm not afraid to tell my age because, look, this is wisdom looking good.
yes, wisdom looking great, So let's get back into it. We've got a bunch of folks making comments. So let's go ahead and take some of the comments. We got like 24 comments. Oh my God.
My.
Yeah, we've got 24 comments. So let's get in. I saw Angela earlier. She said larger than life.
What?
I wanted to make sure we pulled that up. She said that earlier. So Hillary, you want to read what Miss Phyllis Weaver shared?
Hi, Phyllis. Thank you for coming in. She says, my mother's parents were sharecroppers. My mother missed her last day of high school to help work in the field and help take care of 7 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
You have to tell our stories.
Wow. Yes, it's very hard work. Lots of hard work.
Ken's Pueblo says, amazing lady. Hello from the Philippines.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Sarah Philippines in the house. Sarah Beth is here.
Yeah. Very special to me, Sarah is. Oh, thank you, folks. Look at all these 4s.
At those 4s. Yes. Powerful. Uh-oh. I think we need us a Izumio moment.
Yeah, got
Thank you, Miss Angie. Yes. Nothing quenches a thirst and brings forth homeostasis like a sipper is Izumio.
Who is that throwing that homeostasis out in biology? Yeah.
One of my favorite words.
Homeostasis.
Yes, that's the truth and that's the juice. So let's get right back into because we got some more folks. Here we go. What else are they saying, Colonel?
She's saying, this is Angie. The Colonel is definitely one to know. 2. Oh, okay. I'm open book. Yeah.
What else is saying?
Phyllis says, this is dope. Share it with someone special. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Okay, we got Nikki Hammer on the box. Mic
Nikki.
check. 1, 2, 3.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
We got Nanette Sanchez.
Yeah. Hello, Nene.
Hey.
Hello. Y'all. Oh, Joe. Yeah, y'all know I
We
sing
got
too,
Joel
Nikki. So
Pebbles.
Nikki, 1, 2, 1,
Webbles,
2.
yes.
Y'all know I sing too.
Yes.
Got to do it all.
When we bring you back to the show, we gotta have you sing for us. So Hill, what did Miss Phyllis Weaver say?
She said, I tried to copy a video about a strong Black woman, but it didn't pace correctly. Well, you know what? You got 3 strong Black women right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
My mother wanted to be a nurse. She determined for me to go to school and not to have to do domestic work. Oh,
Wow.
that's powerful.
Yes.
That's powerful. And look at her now.
Yes.
Look at her now.
Yep. And so, Dr. Fournier,
Yes.
you also interview amazing people all around the world. And people from all around the world are streaming in. Many people have gotten to become acquainted with you. They're saying happy birthday to you as well. Nanette Sanchez is saying happy birthday to you, and so many others. She's coming in from Snyder, Texas. And so
My name is Dr. Margaret Fournier, and you're here, and I'm here.
So,
Dr. Melanie, I call her doctor because she's the doctor.
So I want to ask you this question. Yes, we got some more secret sauce. So this is what Dr. Fournier does. She brings people to her fabulous platform, and see how beautiful she's looking.
Okay, it's going. We need to start over again.
Yeah, yes, okay. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Margaret Fournier, and you're here, and I'm here, and Dr. Melanie. I call her doctor because she's the doctor of voice and the doctor of prayer. But welcome to Healing and Power with Dr. Margaret. I am the co-host of Sean Fair Consulting Group, and I'm also the host of my own show right here.
So she's the host of her own show. So how often do you do that?
As often as I can, because I don't like being tied down to a particular day, because when the spirit hits, that's when the Lord tells you to move. And so exactly. I like to be spontaneous, but with Sean Fair being the co-host, and I'm so honored to be a co-host for Sean Fair, who is worldwide known for his coaching ability.
Yes.
But once a month, we produce videos, 30-minute videos of someone that we interview to talk about either on this show, healing and power on loss and the devastation of losing a loved one. And I, oh my goodness, children who are suffering the loss of like their sibling or the parent, and they don't know where to turn, because most of the time the child is left out because the parents are trying to deal themselves with the loss. So from a child's perspective, I'd like to have people on to talk about their loss and what they're going through with grief and loss.
Wow. So, Dr. Fournier, may I ask you this?
Yes.
Because you deal so much with a lot of our military personnel. You have a long-standing history with being there for our military personnel. How has that affected you when those in our armed forces have had grief and loss and you had to help them through it because they were and are, some of them are still our first line of defense? How did you help them with that?
I'll tell you what, being chief of case management at Fort Sam, I watched soldiers die in their hospital beds from wounds they received from an IED, which is an improvised explosive device. I also, my friends, they were gunned down at Fort Hood, Texas by Major Nadal Hussein. And he shot them point blank when these soldiers were in processing to go to war. Being the chief of case management and having to talk to the families. And when President Barack Obama and Michelle came to Fort Hood to pay their respects, that really did something to me. There were people, our soldiers were coming back burned, sometimes 90% burned from the IEDs. And a lot of times they, in Afghanistan, they were placing all types of objects in like Coke cans, nails, and all kinds of things in cans and explosives. So when the convoy would run over that IED and it explode, the nails and everything would impact in their bodies. And with the burns and stuff, a lot of them came back, not only scarred mentally, but their extremities were just burned. And I had to deal with that. I couldn't show emotions, but tell me how you're not going to show emotions with that. When you have young kids, some of them just signed up, 18, 19-year-olds, with wives, with children, little children, and they didn't know whether or not they were going to make it. So at Fort Sam, when you had all the celebrities coming by, you even had President Bush to see these proud heroes. It just wasn't fair. So what I did was create this coin. It's called Roll Call. Can you see that? And it says,
Yes.
compassionate care for our wounded warriors. And I created this in 2017. On the back of this is the United States flag. And I would give this to all the soldiers and their families when they were in bed, in their hospital beds, knowing that they weren't going to make it. And when we had to do debridement, when my staff had to do debridement, and they would scream out in pain, I didn't care how much morphine or fentanyl you gave them. The moans and groans that could have been my son, because I have two boys. And my prayers, I kept sending up prayers to the Lord, kept sending up prayers. And he would just comfort them as he comforted me. So this coin was a way of celebrating their life. And their family had a way of keeping this coin and said, as a remembrance like the Lord says, remember me. In this remembering me. I presented this coin in a plaque to President Barack Obama and Michelle in 2013 because Michelle and Dr. Jill Biden were doing a lot of things for the wounded warriors. So I presented President Barack Obama and Michelle and Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden with a plaque with these coins embedded, one on this side and one on the other side. So President Colin Powell has one of these. And I would give these coins to all those who were in military, who were 4-star generals for Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard. Because we had all of the service members there at Fort Sam in the burn unit. So I would give each one of these, the commanders as well as the presidents, vice president, this coin to show that soldiers will never be, service members will never be forgotten. And that's, I guess, what pushed me off into grief and loss, because the service members couldn't express the grief, but the families did. And I tell you, if you just let the Lord use you, he will take you beyond your imagination. Now, who would thought a sharecropper girl from Tennessee creating a coin? Not even to mention being there with the president and vice president, who is now the president. And, that's why I got a special invite, because President Joe Biden remembered me. He was vice president then, and President Barack Obama sent me each letters of appreciation for the plaque with the coin that I gave them. Came in the mail. And I was just dumbfounded. They will remember. And then to get that special invite from President Joe Biden, it just came in the mail. I didn't even know if he remembered me. But he sent it. And then a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't even told you that, but I got in the mail already in a plaque, in a frame from President Biden and Vice President Harris. I can show you better than I can tell you.
So while she's grabbing that,
Show it.
we're going to say, wow.
I can't say it enough. Y'all see this?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
And it's got a coin.
Yes.
Like I gave them a coin. It's a limited edition,
Mm-hmm.
and mine is number 78. But can you believe to get this in the mail? And I'm saying, where is this from? Washington, D.C.? And this. Who would believe a sharecropper from Tennessee?
Yeah.
But you know what? My greatest joy is going to be when I'm walking with the Savior.
Well, Dr. Fournier, one of our viewers from North Carolina sent over a video, and I don't own the rights to it, but I'm going to play a small clip of this in tribute to you. She just sent it over.
Up. Soon as she walk across that stage, it done paid up. That's what ambition gets you. The benefits of beneficial actions. Get it yourself without you even asking. LOL from all your dollars, you the last laugh. Made it through that road successfully without the traffic. You knew not to question God, so you forgot to ask him for help through hard times and struggle, cause you knew you passed it. That's what ambition gets you. Strong black woman, yeah, she focused. Strong black woman like she Oprah. Never gave up when she was going through the motions. When life threw a lemon, she made lemonade potent. I know times changing got you frustrated, but here's a song to let you know you all appreciate it. Hey, this for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black. This for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black. 2 kids, single mother, you ain't cry about it. Knew you wasn't perfect, you ain't lie about it. Did everything you could to secure your home. Kept God first, you wasn't alone. Daddy wasn't round, but you filled the void. You made men out of little boys. Taught us everything that a man didn't. Taught us everything that a man didn't. Superwoman ain't just a song that Karen Wright wrote. I've been around Superwoman all my life, bro. And she was Superwoman to her kids, nigga. I ain't gotta watch the show because I lived with her. It's only right that she get acknowledged. 30 years later, then she went to college. That degree, she finally got it. Ain't no doubt about it, she a strong black woman. This for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black. This for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women. This for all my strong black women, all my strong black. Go get it on their own black women. All my get it on their own black women, all my strong black. Michelle Obama, that's a strong black woman. Oprah Winfrey, that's a strong black woman. Jada Pinkett Smith, can't forget her, that's a strong black woman. Taraji Henson, that's a strong black.
So, with that being said, we don't own the rights to this video, but we thank you, Miss Phyllis Weaver. We thank you for sending this forward.
Thank you. Wow.
Please be sure to share the credit information so we could post the credit information.
Yes.
Because it is unequivocal that you, Dr. Colonel Margaret Fournier, have the attributes. You exude the attributes of a strong black woman.
Oh, thank you.
That paved the way for so many people.
Indeed.
Hillary Gooden has paved the way
Yes.
for so many people. I
And
have
you.
paved the
And
way
you. Yes.
for so many people.
Yes. Yes.
And we are
Yes.
richly blessed to be one in the number.
Indeed, indeed.
And all of you out there that are watching and listening, if you have not liked, shared, or started a watch party, maybe because you're in tears, or maybe because you're afraid to share this broadcast, this is notice to you that you are a strong woman, a strong black woman. And our counterparts are strong white women, Filipino women, Latino women, Peruvian women, German women, Russian women.
Yes, yes, yes.
Women. all the women all over the world, Hawaiian, Canadian, Japanese, and all of those who I haven't even called yet. Walk in your light. Be that strong woman that you were intended to be. And so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. And then, Dr. Fournier, before we close, we'd really like to know about your books. And then someone from the Philippines is asking that you sing.
No, not a
I'm
problem.
not going to put you in the hot
No,
seat.
I'm always ready.
Hillary. Oh, Hillary. I think she's saying she wants you to put her in the hot seat. So look, we're going to be right back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Entrepreneurs, 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 and change makers. It is your time. A little birdie told me that many people are looking for fantastic videos to expand their reach and increase their revenue. You've come to the right place at the right time with the Lotus Richey Ignites team. We are going to make that video for you. And all you got to do is click the Calendly link below and schedule your appointment with us. And we will get you a video done to help you expand your reach and raise your revenue. So click the link below and let's go. She's here with us tonight, everyone, on News You Can Use. It's the remarkable, the Colonel, Dr. Margaret. And we are sharing some lovely nuggets about the attributes of strong Black women. With my co-host, a strong Black woman, the lymphologist, Queen Patty Bounce.
Hey, Mary.
Margaret,
I heard you're going to be on the show today and you're going to have a great interview. I am so proud of you and you're going to do an awesome job. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there today to be on the show with you, but I just want to say I lied.
Yeah, that was from our other show. And so we always put some secret
sauce all the time.
So listen, we've got a few folks chiming in. So I want to make sure we grab that. Miss Camille said thank you to Miss Phyllis Weaver. She loved the video. Mary Jo said amazing show. And thank you for your contributions to Live Dr. Fournier. We're going to go right over to Hillary because you have shared so much with us so far. But we want to kick the ball back over to Hillary because I know she had another question. Because you do so much for women. So what do you want to ask?
What are you doing? Yeah, I'll ask it because I want to know. What are you doing today, Dr. Margaret? She said I can call her Dr. Margaret. So
Yes,
what are you doing today to encourage other women to be strong?
I'm showing up and I'm showing out.
Awesome.
Yeah, but one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is that I will be speaking in Troy, Michigan on April 10th. This is part of the Leadership Experience Tour. This is one of Sean's Fair production. And that's April 10th. And those of you who would, you can see it, you can buy tickets to watch it online. So I'd appreciate your support for that. And so that's another way that I'm showing, telling Black women how you can still be strong, because you have to be world round. Get out there where there's opportunity to meet other people, and let them know your story. Let them know your struggle. Let them know what you are doing by staying strong, by encouraging and letting people know you're not weak. You just haven't picked up that cup of authority, that cup of responsibility. That's all it takes. Take a sip of encouragement. Take a sip of purpose. Take a sip.
Wow.
Take a sip. Digest.
Yeah.
It's all in the sauce.
That's right. It's all in the sauce. So, Dr. Fournier, let us trickle back for one quick moment, because you talked about death and dying. You talked a little bit about your book, but you didn't tell us enough about the book. We know that you've done a koala. I think it's a koala series. So tell us,
I got my books right here.
tell us about that. Tell us about that.
Well, this book, Mary Koala Goes to Hospice. The koala family faces a terminal illness. And as I was talking earlier about my concern for the children that are suffering in silence from the death of a loved one, I wrote this book. This book is about Sammy Koala. And don't even ask me how I ended up coming up with a koala bear. I think because the koala bear is in extinction. So I came up with koala bear. That's Sammy and his sister Mary. So Sammy is telling from his perspective what it is that he goes through when his sister Mary, who's only 9 years old, has a neoblastoma, which is, a tumor in the head. And so he finds out that she's going to die, and he doesn't know anything about hospice or what that means. So he goes to the library on his own and reads about hospice and death and dying. And his parents are just suffering, but he learns that he doesn't believe in God anymore, because who would take his sister? So he goes through this disbelief that there is a God. So his faith is in jeopardy. And so this book takes you all the way through the Adam and Eve, the Noah, and all that. So it's it's biblically grounded, and yet it leaves at the end a beautiful ending where Sammy deals with the death of his sister. And so the book that I have, the second book, the second series of this, because I've written 4 books, is now in publisher. It's called Sammy Searches, The Power of One. Sammy Searches for God's Love. And it's a rendition, the second series of this, where now he's older and gets upset because his mother gets pregnant again and has a daughter, and he upset that he thinks that she's trying to replace his sister Mary. So he runs away and joins a gang and end up getting a girl pregnant and steals and end up going to prison. But he meets his guardian angel, who is a security guard.
That koala was busy.
Yeah. Woo. busy, but
Yeah, he was busy.
but the Lord has been with him all along. The security guard is a guardian angel that helps him travel through, transition through, and end up doing magnificent things for the Lord. All from this koala. This koala. And you know, I sent a copy of this to Down Under,
Mhm.
and they sent me a koala bear
Wow.
from Down Under.
Wow.
Thanking me for you. Yeah, not who? There again, I say, sharecroppers, girl, dealing with folks down under, and it just doesn't make any sense. So I have a koala bear that they put the S on for Sammy because they like this. What can I mean, nothing but God. That's the sauce. It's in the sauce.
That's the secret sauce. That's the secret sauce. So, you know, I like
Yes.
to give out more secret sauce. And so I want folks to know that you can go right here to Amazon and you can get her books. You can get this be speaking of and many more of her books. Just go right here. It's very affordable. You can get it for $4.99 on Kindle. You can get it at $14.99 in paperback. Like I said, very affordable. It talks about how scary hospice is and what words that she shares with people and how she helps people and how Sammy the koala kind of maneuvers through the foibles of illness and family life. So I want to thank you for sharing that. And Hillary, do we need to share one last piece of secret sauce before we finish with our broadcast?
Y'all need to give me some chicken with that secret sauce now.
No. Chicken wings.
Well, we may not have no
nuggets or something.
we may not have no chicken, but we sure do have a lot of something going on. Let's see if we can get this going for you.
Kamala Harris n'a jamais caché sa fierté d'avoir étudié au sein de HBCU, ces universités traditionnellement noires. Et son cheminement fait aujourd'hui la fierté de celles qui sont passées aussi par là.
But this is where I got my start.
Margaret Fournier est de celle-là, ou plutôt la lieutenant-colonel Margaret Fournier. Diplômée en sciences infirmières de l'université Howard en 1979, elle a servi 27 ans dans l'armée américaine et a été déployée notamment en Irak et en Afghanistan.
The Howard University puts out exceptional people, and they go on to do exceptional things. And that's what we're going to need to pull this country back together is exceptional people.
Hello.
Aujourd'hui, Nikki termine la coordination de la rencontre de ses anciennes étudiantes de HBCU avant l'investiture de mercredi. Les plans d'assister en personne à la cérémonie ont évidemment été bousculés par la pandémie et par l'insurrection du 6 janvier.
Realized that the inauguration was going to be a virtual thing, so that didn't stop us from wanting to celebrate.
Pendant ce temps, Margaret, qui était à Washington en 2013 pour la deuxième investiture d'Obama, nous confie qu'elle avait déjà acheté son billet d'avion pour l'investiture de 2021 avant même l'élection.
I got my tickets in October, so I knew he was going to win because it's just predestined.
La nouvelle ère Biden et une éventuelle future présidence Harris lui donnent plein d'espoir.
Look at the women that Joe Biden has placed, particularly African-American women, on his team.
Cet après-midi, Nikki va saluer Margaret avec un petit cadeau.
Oh my God! Good to see you.
Car chaque investiture est comme un cadeau pour Margaret, puisqu'elle est née le 20 janvier, il y a 66 ans. Il est maintenant temps d'aller faire un tour à Washington avant que la ville ne soit presque complètement fermée au public pour décourager les rassemblements en pleine pandémie et dans un sentiment d'insécurité depuis les émeutes d'il y a 2 semaines. Ce n'est pas parce que les alentours du Capitole sont barricadés qu'il ne faut pas célébrer entre sœurs de cœur l'avènement de Joe Biden et de sa vice-présidente.
This is something that our democracy needed at this point in time. I'm here for both, for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Les attentes sont en tout cas gigantesques.
The Black community definitely galvanized and pushed over the votes for Joe Biden.
So January 20th, 12 noon, history begins again. The healing begins again.
Célébrer cette investiture historique, Margaret et les autres entendent bien.
Oh, that's some good sauce there.
Yes, that's some good sauce. But this is the best sauce, because y'all was waiting for Dr. Margaret to sing. Guess what? Dr. Margaret could dance too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, it's been a great show.
Oh, yes, I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Hill,
Such a
what was your
pleasure
big
to meet
takeaway
you.
tonight? What was your big takeaway?
That you never know where you're going to end up. It doesn't matter from where you started.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't determine the heights, especially when the Lord is the one that's leading and guiding your life.
Mhm.
He's going to take you to higher heights. He's going to open doors that you couldn't imagine would be open to you. And yet they're wide open, and all you have to do is just walk through them. You know, this has just been such an inspiration, and I think most of all, just an inspiration to what God will do to someone, a strong woman. And it doesn't matter the color here, you know, when you're connected to God and He has a plan for your life. You know, I always tell people that God has a way that's already made just for you. You just got to get in that path. And once you get in that path and you stay connected, you just don't know how He will lead and guide you, and the people that will be glad to meet you. Lord, you know, so this is amazing.
Because as Dr. Hillary always said, she's somebody to know. And guess what? You somebody to know too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to take
Absolutely.
this time to thank you, Dr. Fournier, and all of our viewers, and of course my fabulous co-host, Miss Dr. Hillary Gooden, who has been known as Dr. PLC. But she's got Papa's got a brand new bag. James Brown. Hey! I feel so good. I want to kiss myself. So, Dr. Hillary just got her PhD from the Academy University to the next level. She upgraded from PLC.
Yeah.
Looking for change to Hillary. Please let us know the secret sauce.
Yeah, from that penny looking for change to paper that folds. You know, it's enough. You know, sometimes life will leave you feeling like a penny looking for change. But when God is in the mix, you know what? He's going to connect you to that paper that folds.
That's right. Them dollars, them greenbacks, them dead presidents.
Yeah. Next level.
So you could show up and show out. That's right. So
folks, that's right.
Thank you so much. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
I was just it just the thought just came to me with Dr. Margaret stumping with the big dog. Yeah.
Atomic dog. Y'all know I'm dating.
Yes, yes,
That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about. So, Dr. Fournier, we know you got your tour continuing in April. We want to make sure that people go and celebrate you. You can go to her page, her Facebook page. You can go to the Colonel Speaks. You can also go to Dr. Margaret Fournier Andrews. Check her page out and start checking her out on YouTube because she's about to make some major moves on YouTube. Check her out on Instagram and LinkedIn because she is increasing her movement on LinkedIn. And don't forget, check out Miss Hillary because I know that Miss Hillary got a freebie. I'm putting her in the hot seat. So, Miss Hillary, as you start our final words of wisdom, would you please tell people about your freebie?
Okay, well, I have this freebie because so many deal with and are dealing with stress, anxiety, which causes inflammation, which can cause you to be sick in your physical body. And so in this freebie, there's just some tips, a few tips to help your body to reduce stress and reduce anxiety. So you can go to bit.ly/reduce stress, reduce anxiety. bit.ly/reduce stress, reduce anxiety. You got the power to help your body help you to stress less. Thank you.
I had to get it up there for PTF.
Yeah,
So,
that paper that folds.
yes. So, with that being said, Miss Hillary, you didn't give us no final words of wisdom.
Oh, you know, yeah, let's see. We talked about strong women tonight. And so strong, we talked about attributes of strong women, and we talked about, um, we didn't even do the talking. Dr. Fournier did the talking, and we just took it in like sponges because there was so much wisdom pouring forth. And I don't even know how to top that wisdom, but besides that, when you're in the midst of someone that has so much to share, I love hearing other people's stories and gleaning nuggets. So I've gleaned some nuggets tonight, and the biggest nugget is stay connected to God. If you're not connected, get connected because He has a great plan for your life, greater than you could ever imagine. That's my
Amen.
wisdom for tonight.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Our words of wisdom.
Amen.
I like
Amen.
that you said stay connected, and she gave the freebie. Yeah, y'all see her still up there. That's right. We put her in the hot seat. We had y'all vote for Hillary. What can we do? We had to put her there. And I love the fact that you say stay connected to God. So, Dr. Margaret Fournier, what are your final words of wisdom?
Well, I'm going to top it off with a song. That's my wisdom.
There we go.
There is no hurt that Jesus can feel, and there's no pain that He cannot heal. Remember, all things, they work for the good of the Master's perfect will. So no matter what you're going through, remember Jesus is using you, for the battle is not yours, it's the Lord. There is no sadness that Jesus cannot feel. Oh, there's no sorrow that he cannot heal. Remember all things, they work for the good of the Master's perfect will. So no matter what you're going through, remember Jesus just wants to use you. For the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. There you go.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, everybody. A whoop, whoop. Colonel, she took that joker home. So look, these are my final words of wisdom. This is what I got to say. Get around some people that understand how to lift you up as they lift you up and you lift them up. But also remember, the battle is not yours. It's the Lord's. Don't be a penny looking for change. You got to make sure you graduate to that foldable cash. And so with that being said, we are super happy that you came along tonight for this joyous ride as we shared this phenomenal topic with the wonderful Dr. Margaret Fournier and the amazing Miss Hillary Gooden, the lymphologist, the hostess with the mostest, as we discussed the attributes of strong Black women. And now, as we say farewell, see you tomorrow, and all those other things, have a great night. And join us again on Friday for more news you can use. And don't forget to see me tomorrow on Lotus Roche Ignites. The show is going to be out of sight, it's going to be tight, and it's going to be right. So with that being said, we'll talk to you on tomorrow with Lotus Roche Ignites. So ladies, 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 woo woo!
Yeah.
See you next time. Make sure you join our show on Friday when me and Hillary come back and host another fire show. But in the meantime and in between time, don't forget to check me out tomorrow. You know, I want to see you on the Lotus Roche Ignite show. And who knows, I might have some secret sauce for you to get lost in the sauce and sop it up with a biscuit. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you to the remarkable Dr.
Welcome
Margaret
back to
Fournier.
Lotus Roche Ignite Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in, and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that Lotus Roche Ignite is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers.
See you tomorrow.